Welcome back to Dragon's Lair, and more specifically, welcome to my storage room. Minecraft is full of blocks and resources, and having them all neatly organised is what makes all of the amazing builds possible. A good storage room is basically the backbone of everything I create, which means I spend a lot of time here. But this is my day one storage. I spawned about 20 blocks in that direction, dug a hole in the hill, and then started stuffing my items in. And honestly, it works beautifully, but it looks very basic. I regularly live stream and new viewers come in every stream, and it's inevitable that they will see this relic of my first days in the world. It's hardly a showcase to my brilliance, so let's fix that. It's time for a new and improved storage room. A core principle of Dragon's Lair is that I want to have things a little bit spread out. Sure, I could build one massive storage system that holds every block in Minecraft, but what I like to do is build bulk storage at the farms or builds where the items come from, and then it gives me a reason to live in my world, to travel through it. And of course, when I'm streaming, it gives me an opportunity to showcase things, revisit old builds, and let people see what I've done. But there's a balance. When I'm working on a build, I don't want to run all over the world just to put build boxes together, and definitely don't want to redistribute items afterwards. Imagine coming back here just to put wood in. It'd be an annoying thing to do, and I'm not all about that, so no thanks. So my storage room needs to hold a little bit of everything, but not everything. This is my world, and I can build my new storage anywhere. I could build it here. I could build it here. I could build it here. I could even build my new storage somewhere completely new, but I've decided that I should tuck it beneath my town square. I've got lots of projects planned for this area, and being able to pop back to storage will help massively. It's also important to keep my options open, especially with space, so choosing somewhere overground seems like a bad choice. Somewhere underground, though, where I could just dig it out to make it bigger, seems like a great idea, which is why I've decided I'm putting it kind of underneath this bit, which we'll access for now via this little hole. This will be removed, but for now, quick and easy, I can get at it. In fact, I've already started. See? Started digging a hole. For reference, this is just off the end of the library, where I keep all of my books. So, storage seems kind of sensible here. The storage that I'm planning to build will have a lot of redstone in it, which is why the room is quite big. So I can dig it out, place the redstone in, and of course, the actual tunnel that I'll be walking through is probably only about this wide. But I need space for redstone. So I've dug out the room. I should be okay in this corner. It does eat into the room slightly with the staircase, but I think I'm okay, and if not, I can rejig the redstone in order to do it. So my job for my next stream is to just place all of these and then start digging the room down. Because yes, this is not the height of the storage. The storage needs to go down to here, but the redstone needs to go another 5 or 6 blocks below that. So a little bit of digging required.
Ow. Oh, that almost killed me. Ooh.
You'll never guess where I need the frog lights.
That's a... Wow. Oh, okay. Can I... Oh, I can reach it. Okay, sweet. I feel this would have been much easier to do had you not dug out the bottom layers of the floor first. I'm just saying.
There is an argument for that, but there's also the argument for I like being able to dig out as far as I can reach. So whilst walking around here and just looking up, I can dig exactly the height I want.
It's true.
So there's sacrifices that need to be made, and the sacrifice affects you, and I don't care. So.
Wow.
Hygiene says, so Zach, you're going to make a hole behind Donut as he's jumping backwards. No, I wasn't going to.
No,
and
don't
then call it.
Don't do it.
That will become the donut hole.
The donut hole.
I like that, but no, I wasn't.
Please don't spleef. Please don't spleef me.
I knew what was coming.
You spleefed me.
Wow. You think I just dug this bit out here, lit it up, and waited? Yep, totally. You can tell that this is not natural in the slightest.
You sly dragon, you.
Did I think that you might fall down there? I mean, it did occur to me. I was getting close. That is now the donut hole. I will get the sign.
That is the donut hole, yes.
With a that and a that.
See? There it is. Looks pretty. I like it. I approve this message.
And just like that, all dug out. Perfect. Now I have a blank canvas ready for me to build a storage system. Plus, I got to hang out with Donut, and hanging out with Donut is always a win. Donut was a little bit surprised at how many frog lights I wanted to put in, but fundamentally, I like having a box of light around, especially above and below the redstone, because it means that if for any reason I'm digging in the area and come upon that, should give me a little bit of a hint that redstone's underneath, so be careful. Last thing you want to do is drop something in the hopper or let water in. So, think of it as a safety net. I was just about to start building stuff and have you be all impressed by everything I've figured out, and then I realised that I'd forgot some material. So back to storage. The current storage, the boring one. I need more diamonds than that. Is it time? Is it time to take down the... Yeah, let's do it. I have a fortune pick in here. That's not fortune. In here. Fortune! Right, I would like everyone to pause the video and guess how many diamonds this is. It's okay, I'm not breaking this one. We'll silk touch that one. There we go. And how many do we have? 9 bit stacks, nearly 10 stacks. 633. Now I can start placing a floor in. My priority is to get the floor in. I can then put the chests in place and then do the redstone behind it afterwards, which means I can start using storage, even if it's not fully hooked up. And now you see why I need diamonds. I'm not using a lot of them. It's just an accent block, and it looks better for it. Because I don't have sea lanterns, we'll use frog lights for now. A, because it gives the light that I want, and B, I've got plenty of them, so throw those in. There, entrance part. There'll be another wall similar to this bit here, and then it gets wider on this bit. It should be another one of these, if my memory serves me correctly. And we're sort of there, in that I did the flooring, and then worked out that I'd done it the wrong size, because this section here needs to be an even number, and it was odd. So I had to extend it by 1 block, and same for this section, and now we're into the wall. So, the dig site's not technically big enough, but it's only two blocks I need to dig out. 3 at most. Probably just do 2, to be honest. And thankfully, Witherbag's going to be joining me tomorrow, so she can help me with that, and putting all of the chests in. I'm fairly confident that after the stream, all the chests will be in, even if the redstone's not hooked up, and I can start using the storage. And we're back after a successful stream. Does seem ironic that the hole in the ceiling is exactly over the waterlogged ender chest, and it's raining. Explains why it's waterlogged. Anyway, we've got things to show you. I'm going to change FOV. This is the storage room, and it's sort of hooked up in a way. So we have bulk storage on the left. I need to designate each of these slices to a block. I think I've got enough things up to about here, and then I've got some spare ones which we can leave empty until the point where I need more bulk storage. And of course, if we need more than that, we can extend that way because we've got plenty of space. I've put some of the things in already, so I moved over the full shulker boxes of andesite and diorite and granite because I had lots of those. The other things I kind of need to wait because I don't have shulker boxes. I'm out, as in completely out of shulker boxes. I need to go in reading. And now is as good a time as any to mention that on August the 22nd, I'm planning a long stream where I'm going to break some records. I'm going to go end raiding and see how many shulker boxes I can get within one single stream. It's going to be a long stream. It may involve pizza and Lego. Be there. Oh, I made a poster for it. Looks pretty good. whilst it's not fully set up and working or, you know, populated with items, I can still show you the back end and how it works. So let's start at the top. Rockets. Whoop. So my item stream will be coming out of these two barrels for the input. So I'll have items coming out and across, up, basically up and then hitting this chest, which will be waterlogged, and the items get pulled this way across all of the filters. If the filter is in the right slot. It's always at times like this you realise there's one thing slightly wrong. Wither did this one. I'm not shifting the blame, but you know, just saying. Right, so at the top we have a standard filter system. If it belongs in this slice, it goes down into the chest, into the barrel, and then feeds into a shulker box. This shulker box has a comparator reading off of it, so that as soon as it's full, this little bit of dust updates from being 15 strength to 16 strength. Observer notices it, powers the hopper, observer notices it, observer notices that. Dispense, dispense, dispense. Wait a minute. I've done this wrong. Darn it! I'm really glad I was explaining it to you, because it's whilst explaining I realised I haven't got a piston set up to break the shulker, which is a slight problem because it will just notice that it's full, but it won't do anything about it. There's supposed to be a piston where those hoppers are. I know what I'm doing. So I've removed the hopper from on top. There should be one behind pointing in. There'll be a chain of hoppers going across the back here, just carrying empty shulkers over, so I can feed them in, or I could do a barrel per one if I wish, or something like that. But that's the important bit. I can continue that later, and then it should just be sticky piston there. Observer. Powers that. Extends this observer, pushing that across, and then as it retracts, it'll then send a signal to the dispenser to dispenser there, and this will also dispense one out. Got it! That makes sense. I just need to do that for all of the... Oh, this is going to be a pain to place. Oh, piston placement. I can't do it that way. If I break this, it's going to go in the... Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong. Well, not horribly wrong, just annoyingly wrong. Because that's now in here. Right, genius, genius. I need a redstone signal. I haven't got a button on me. Let's just grab a block. I'm fixing things. It would have been easier to do it properly the first time round, but, you know, a bit late for that now. Then back out. If I power here, and then break here, here, here. Genius! There's going to be all sorts of junk in the dispensers, but we can check that afterwards. That's fine. Done. Pistons are in place. Perfect! I fixed the thing! I just need to do the next one. And pick up the stuff from the... Oh, why can't I reach? The back one, won't it? So it'd be... Here! All fixed. As I was saying, shulker loader at the top. The shulker then gets broken, goes into this, which goes into the barrel. If there is items in the barrel, this torch turns on, which turns the light off. But of course, that will only be for a moment while it goes through. If the system gets backed up and we start keeping shulker boxes in here, I want a little indicator that there's a problem. The indicator would be the light being off. That should make sense. And then at the bottom, we have a shulker display. So effectively, there is one that's on show. If I grab everything out of here, which will fit in my inventory just, as soon as it's empty... What? It's broken! Right, let's try that again. If I take the last stack out... Huh? Oh. Okay, there was no shulkers left in the... Never mind. That's fine. That's how it's supposed to behave. If there's a shulker, it'll dispense it. If not, you end up with the observer sitting here. And when there is eventually a shulker box in here, you then press the button. In fact, let's just pretend and grab these out. Put it back in the system. We're working with what we've got, which is me. Someone who hasn't thought things through. Pop this shulker box in here. Pretend it's full. It doesn't technically matter. But assume that things came through the system, filled up a shulker box. We could then go dispense. And then it dispenses the shulker box. Ready to use, of course. Once again, when empty, testing it. Realizing I should have done more testing before. Breaks it. There isn't one to dispense, so we have an observer. And that's fine. We're all good. Whew, that's a relief. And we're back on top of the storage module, just because I wanted to show you the next bit. So items go across here. If they go into bulk storage, great. If not, they'd carry off past the end. And then we've got generic storage on this side, which is not hooked up. And I don't feel a need to yet. I will do it at some point, but I feel like I've done enough redstone for the last couple of days. This will be fixed up, but for now, what I'll do is, if it doesn't go into bulk, it'll just go into a barrel on the wall downstairs, which I can just place probably just over there would be fine. There, that'll work. Once it's all hooked up, obviously. But before I can hook it up, I really, really, really need lots of shulker shells. So, yeah, I kind of need that stream. The way that the general storage on this side is going to work is essentially every chest needs to have each slot filled up so that the filtering can be done by trying to force everything into each chest as it goes through. So I need something in every slot, and I need to choose which chest is which. I'm going to start with this one being my valuables. Thank you. I always find it weird how long it takes to update that bit. Some of the things will have blocks next to them. Some of them will be item frames. I went with item frames on all of them for now just because it looks tidier. But yeah, this is my first one, and I'm going to probably spend the next stream just moving stuff from old storage to here, because essentially these chests are going to work the same as the chests in the old storage. I just can have it in a nicer looking room with a parrot or something in here. Actually, a cat. Cat would be nice. I'd like a cat in here. I have made a start. I've done a few chests. I'm not going to bother to do the rest. I'll just do it as and when, slowly moving stuff in, just a few things at a time. But the room is effectively finished, and you'll see it populated over the next few episodes. Until then, thank you very much for watching. Catch you in the stream on the 22nd of August. Yeah, I'm plugging it again. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. It feels really good to be making videos again, especially when I can drag my friends in to do all the hard work whilst I sit there sipping tea like I'm supervising a construction site. Storage is getting filled up bit by bit, and once that special stream happens, I'll finally have all the shulkers I need. It's so good to be back.